I mean, I can either send it to you or I can send it to both. Ready?
Okay, you can take a seat wherever you feel comfortable.
Is this okay right here?
Yeah, that's good. Is it still raining out?
Yeah, it's pretty nasty out. I don't like the rain.
It was pouring when I first got here.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad now. The sun kind of came out a little bit, and it's like a little drizzly, but it's not too bad.
Good. I hear next week is supposed to be actually pretty nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I like the warm weather. It makes me happy.
You know, this back and forth, it's so difficult.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. It's definitely annoying to deal with like the raining and stuff like that.
Okay, so before we get started, I just want to talk to you about a few things.
Okay.
I'm Jaden, and I'm a social worker here at Sunshine Agency.
Okay.
And do you know what a mandated reporter is?
Not really.
Okay, so that means if I hear anything from you about a child abuse or neglect, I am mandated to report it.
Okay.
And the confidentiality. So we work here as a team. So any of your information will not get past us to friends, family, or strangers, and it only works here.
Just take a breath and restart that sentence.
It only stays here within us, and if my teammates need to know, then they will know.
Okay.
But everything stays between me and you, and in this room.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. Is there anything you want to talk to me about today specifically?
Not really. I mean, I'm just stressed because I work a lot and I have school and I just moved, so I don't really have like a lot of friends. And there's this one guy, but he's like really on and off.
Oh, okay. That sounds really stressful. So, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior in high school.
Okay, and you just moved to new school?
Yeah, I'm pretty much brand new to the school, and I'm not really like friendly with any people because they didn't really like my old school, so they think I'm like weird.
Oh. Okay, well, how about classes? Do you like any of those?
I mean, I like certain classes, like I like science, but I've been like struggling really hard with school lately.
Okay, do you know if they offer any like tutoring or anything at the school?
They do, it doesn't fit in my schedule.
Okay, what's your schedule look like?
I go to school normally like 4 days out of the week, even though it's 5 days. I normally skip a day because I have work. I live with my dad and I have to help him with the bills. So I work like close to full time for work. So I work like 35 hours a week.
Okay, where do you work?
I work at a bowling alley at Sayville. I'm a server there. And it's just really hard because they close at like 12 o'clock and then I get home at like 1 and then I have school and I have to get up at like 5:30 to get ready for school.
Okay, that sounds really difficult. Would you maybe think about talking to them about changing the schedule at work?
I can't really do any other times. I mean, on like normally I miss school on like Thursdays and I open on Thursdays, but other than that, that's really the only hours they offer for like kids in school.
Okay. So, how about you and Dad? You guys close?
I don't really ever see him. He's not really involved in like things that are going on in my life. He's always working. I mean, when we do see each other, it's like it's a good time, but it's never for long. Like we'll maybe have dinner like once every like other week because he's always working and he has 2 jobs because he needs to support like the house and me and keep food and everything.
Okay, and where's Mom?
I don't know. She left when I was a baby and she just left my dad and never came back.
Okay. Seems really difficult and really hard.
Yeah, and I think I have like more family with him, but he doesn't really talk to his family. And the only other person I have is my like boyfriend, which I don't even call him because we're like really toxic and we don't really talk every day, and it's just I feel like he makes my life worse sometimes.
So is he like one of the only other support members you have?
Yeah, he's the only, and that's why like I don't really want to lose him because it's only really him and my dad. I don't really have anybody else. I don't really have any siblings or anything, and all the girls are like snobby.
Is he from the school or the new school?
He's from the new school, and we met like one of my first days there. He was the person who showed me around the school, and he's just like very toxic. Like he doesn't let me talk to any other guys, so I can't have any other guy friends, and some girls he doesn't even like.
Okay. So what do you think we could do about this situation?
I mean, I don't know because it's hard because I don't want to lose him, and I tried to join like a club at school to possibly meet more people,
That
and
sounds
he
like
just
a good idea.
he just doesn't like it, so I left.
Okay. Well, how about we try and discover some options on how we can handle that with him?
Okay.
Does Dad know what's happening?
He's met him and he likes him, but he doesn't know what happens like behind closed doors.
Do you think it would be safe to tell Dad what happens?
I don't know because this is like my first like ever like boyfriend, and he doesn't really know that we fight. But I'd be willing to tell him and see how he reacts.
Okay. So maybe after we tell him, he could get him to stop, or he can get him to leave you alone.
I'd be willing to try. I don't know if I could tell him by myself. Possibly we can have a session together.
Yeah, we could bring Dad in. If you feel more comfortable having me here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not scared of him. I'm just scared of the situation.
Sometimes it's easier just to have a mediator, just in case Dad gets a little too upset. Because I know that happens.
I know he gets a little frustrated when guys don't treat me right. So
of course,
just
it's a
protective.
father. Yeah, understand. Okay, so how about we also look into ways to get you into tutoring at school, or even outside tutoring? I know there are a lot of good programs that help students.
I just don't have the money to pay for it because I have to help Dad with the bills.
We can get programs to help you. We can see if we can apply for anything that would help you get through school. And you're only a junior, so it's about 2 more years. It's only the beginning. I think we could definitely get you more involved and happier with school if you're willing to try.
I hope. I mean, I really like school, and my goal was to get into college at some point, but it's just difficult. Like life got in the way.
I understand, it happens sometimes. And would you ever think about maybe changing to a different job that has different hours?
I would, but I've been here for a while, and I just don't know where else to go because I'm in a new place, and it's like I'm scared to find a job and then possibly run into people from my school and they think I'm like a loser.
Okay, I understand. It's really hard going to a new school, especially having to work as much as you do.
I'd be willing to try and find a new job though, if I can find something. I just don't have the time.
We can look together, maybe at the next meeting.
Okay.
How often are you able to meet?
I can meet like once a week on Thursdays. I can just tell them to move my shift back an hour so I can meet with you around like 10ish if that's okay.
Yeah, that should work.
Okay.
So how about, since we're running out of time here, I'll gather up applications and steps that we can take to see about tutoring, and we can next time set up a meeting with Dad.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. So I will show you out. It was really nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too.